When you see your boy the Grizz, you know what it is, what it do, what it is. Yes, 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 I am the Grizz. Welcome back to Yesterday Today. This, of course, is the show where we bring you some of the biggest gaming news you may have missed from yesterday today. And we got some stuff to talk about here, especially with the PSVRs. Maybe not selling the way people thought, or the pre-orders weren't what they thought, and we got some other stuff we want to get into, and let's get right into it. So today I want to start off with Rumbleverse. So one thing I don't like is games as a service games coming out and just months later they shut down. Rumbleverse is only come out just months ago, and I'm talking about you getting characters in this game, and it seemed really, really good. It's a Super Smash Brother like with all of the Warner Brothers characters, stuff like that. And everybody just keeps trying to be a Fortnite. You had Batman fighting Shaggy and stuff like that. While all of this stuff sounds cool, but it wasn't enough, right? It wasn't enough. So when you go over to the Rumbleverse blog post, as soon as you open it up, this message pops up. Live services for Rumbleverse will be turned off on Tuesday, February 28th at 10 a.m. Central Time, when Season 2 concludes. After this time, the game will not be playable, and any purchased in-game content will no longer be accessible. And that's trash. But then the blog post says, Rumblers, we have an important update on the future of Rumbleverse. Iron Galaxy Studios and Epic Games are very sorry to share that Season 2 will be the last for Rumbleverse. This project has been a labor of love to create a new experience in a popular and highly competitive genre for games. If you've been a part of that journey, we thank you. Whether you jumped into the first playtest after our reveal or just shot yourself out of the cannon for the first time. Now, once again, I'm not the biggest fan, but I just hope nobody loses their jobs or anything, and I hope that they move on to something better. Just don't make it games as a service. Everybody stop chasing games as a service because they're like, oh, this is a way to get money. But y'all just want to line y'all pockets. See, if y'all decide to create good stuff, people will buy it. If you build it, they will come. So stop trying to make all of these games as a service because you see Destiny and Fortnite, and those games are pretty good, but it's not like they didn't have those rough roads. Stop thinking you can go through those rough roads and then you'll make it. Everybody ain't gonna make it. And I wish the best to everybody involved here. So I guess this is the episode of games just stop working. No more games as a service. Games coming out of certain companies. But this time we are talking about Apex Legends Mobile and Battlefield Mobile, and this is coming straight from a blog post of EA, and it says, we've made the strategic decision to stop development on Apex Legends Mobile and Battlefield Mobile. Despite Apex Mobile's strong start, the ongoing experience was not going to meet the expectations of our players. After months of working with our development partner, we have made the mutual decision to sunset the mobile game. And then we've also made the decision to stop the development of the current Battlefield Mobile title. As the industry has evolved and our strategy to create a deeply connected Battlefield ecosystem has taken shape, we decided to pivot from the current direction to best deliver on our vision for the franchise and to meet the expectations of our players. Yeah, it sounds like y'all bit off more than y'all could chew because y'all was just trying to chase the buck. Okay, Battlefield launched in a terrible state, and the one before that launched in a terrible state. Now, do y'all like constantly having to play catch up? Y'all put out Apex Legends, and that was a hit. But you know what? Y'all said, you know what? Let's get greedy and let's keep going. And now y'all shutting all that down. Please focus on these console games. Please focus on good games. You know, people shouldn't have to lose jobs or be penalized on these babies that they're creating, because these are their babies. They're creating and they're helping put something together, and they shouldn't have to watch their stuff just go out and die because you was just so set on, yo, just make money. Let people create what they want to create, and then maybe you can find a way to get some money, but don't be monetizing it like all, you know, just or greedily. That's not even a word, but just don't be so greedy. And it's just, I don't know about Apex Legends. I haven't played it ever, not on console or mobile, but I know Apex is a hit, and Battlefield on console is coming around really, really, really well now. So that's good. Focus on that. Give that all DLC. Give that all some content, and stick to your guns, baby. So it appears the Tomb Raider IP is moving yet again. This time under Amazon. Now, recently there was reports that Amazon is working on a new Tomb Raider movie or series or something like that. No titles or even no casting or anything is there yet, but now Amazon now they own the Tomb Raider IP for about $600 million, and this came from Fellowship of Fans. But Games Radar gave us a nice little breakdown. Fellowship of Fans is exactly what it sounds like. It's a website about Lord of the Rings. So when I went to the website, I was a little puzzled about it, but they seem to be pretty notable when it comes to stuff like this. So it says, Embracer Group just sold their Tomb Raider rights to Amazon for a deal that we can exclusively reveal as being approximately a $600 million overall package, making it Amazon's second biggest purchase after purchasing the television rights for The Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power. It's crazy. It's crazy. Now they got Tomb Raider. Rings of Power is alright. I ain't gonna say the show was trash. It's not. A lot of people weren't big fans, but I enjoyed the show for what it was. I didn't really think it was corny or anything like that. But Amazon, I'm not gonna say that they don't miss, but they have a lot of shows that they're doing, and they're trying to really get into the gaming stuff. I mean, you go online, you got a PC, you getting free Amazon games monthly, right? As long as you have Prime. So I want to see, like, maybe we get all of these free Tomb Raider games eventually. But I'm also really curious as to why Embracer Group sold it. They just said, yo, we buying all this stuff so we can create, just make these games, remake them, and just, make a whole big thing where it's just like we can appreciate these games, because they just been putting out these SpongeBob games. We got Kingdoms of Amalur, and I was hoping that maybe we would get a new Tomb Raider. Hopefully we get a new Deus Ex out of them, because they own that too, and I don't want them to sell those rights. So I'm really interested, but let me know what y'all think about all this down in the comments below. Well, it appears there's more bad news coming out of EA, but it's not terrible news, okay? We got another delay, and this time it's Star Wars. So, unfortunately, it's getting delayed, but only about 6 weeks or so, and it's for stability and polish. Listen to me. The way the first one launched, it was mad buggy, and the fact that I didn't even beat the first one, it's because of these bugs. I was like maybe 70% through when I was in a boss fight, and then there was this huge bug, and I really hope that they get on top of things. But in a blog post they released, for the last 3 years, the Jedi team here at Respawn has poured its collective heart and soul into Star Wars Jedi Survivor, and we are proud to say the next chapter in the tale of Cal Kestis is content complete. We are now focused entirely on the final stage, bug fixes to enhance performance, stability, polish, and most importantly, the player experience. In order for the team to hit the Respawn quality bar, provide the team the time they need, and achieve the level of polish our fans deserve, we have added 6 crucial weeks to our release calendar. Star Wars Jedi Survivor will now launch globally on April 28th. Listen, I'm alright with that because it was coming up. It's mad games in February, and there's still some stuff I'm playing from January. I'm playing Dead Space currently, and then you got Atomic Heart, Kirby, Wanted Dead, Ishin Like a Dragon. All of that is coming out in February, so now I can move some of that to March peacefully and be able to play all of this and catch it up. So on April 28th, I'm ready to sing that lightsaber. So may the Force be with you until then. Living in this era of the digital age, and why people prefer, some people at least, and I'm me among them, prefer to have physical games is because of stuff like this. Microsoft will be delisting 46 games on the Xbox store, and it's very unfortunate, but they released a blog post and it said, beginning on February 7th, 2023, a limited set of games, add-ons, and in-game content will no longer be purchasable in select markets via the Xbox 360 store. And this is told straight to Gamatsu. These titles will no longer be purchasable on the Xbox 360 store only, and titles that are available to be purchased on the Xbox One and Xbox Series XS stores will remain purchasable. You will still be able to play discs or previously downloaded games on your Xbox 360 and modern consoles if they are backwards compatible titles. And then here's the list, man. I don't really know if I'm feeling this because, bro, Aegis Wing, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, Assassin's Creed 3, 4, Assassin's Creed Liberation, Blood of the Werewolf, Blue Dragon. I have some of these games on backwards compatibility, so I should be straight. Blue Dragon, Breakdown, Call of Duty Advanced War, Call of Duty Ghosts, Castle Crashes, Counter-Strike, not on 360 no more, the original Dark Souls, Darksiders 2, Daytona USA. Now that's kind of cheap right now, and so is Jet Grind Radio. And if you want to get all of this, you better get on top of it. Left 4 Dead 1 and 2, the Jet Set Radio, Iron Brigade, Far Cry 2, which is nope, that's not the great one. Far Cry 3 is Phantom Breaker, Battleground, Prince of Persia. It's some solid games. South Park, Stick of Truth, all of this stuff like Skate, unless it's backwards compatible, it's gone. Alright, so if you want to get some of these games, I suggest that y'all get them now. Now, Breakdown is an original Xbox game. I see that. I actually still have the physical disc, and I don't know if that aged too well, but I definitely like to go and feel a little nostalgia here and there. But if they really want that smoke, I still have my original Xbox anyway and my Xbox 360. So I'm ready no matter what. Maybe I should try to see if I can update my 360. Maybe if I cut it on, who knows? Who knows what'll happen? But stuff getting delisted is always disappointing. So if it's backwards compatible, download it to your system so it registers with your system so it ain't lost in the mix. Get on this right now. Alright, so it's no shock that Halo has been a bit of a disappointment over the last few years, and well, what I'm about to tell you probably won't come to you as a shock either. And they're basically restarting everything and redoing it in the engine. So Jason Schreier wrote up a report, but he gave us a nice small breakdown over on Twitter. And it says Microsoft's 343 Industries will still make Halo games, despite rumors to the contrary. But with mass layoffs, at least 95 people, an engine pivot to Unreal, and a focus only on multiplayer for the near future, 343 is hitting the reset button. And then he also says one of 343's biggest core problems over the last few years has been a heavy reliance on contractors who can only stay a maximum of 18 months. During the mass layoff, full-time employees got severance packages, contractors got a few days to pack up and leave. Listen, I'm a huge Halo fan. But you know what else I'm a fan of? People keeping their jobs and people getting paid what they deserve. And just listen. Halo's mismanagement over the last few years has been extremely disappointing. And this is a person, once again, who grew up with Halo, who did LAN parties and got together with my friends, and we was all against one another. And then once we could play online, we was online and co-op missions and everything like this. Halo has a super special place in my heart. And whatever y'all got to do over there at 343, do it and get it done, please. No more firings and no more mistakes. Halo Online, Halo Infinite Online is fun, cool, but it's still probably missing some stuff. The campaign was cool, but it was missing plenty of stuff. You gave us this big open world, not super huge, but it was still fun, but you could have just did more with it. You could have just kept living with it. I, for one, don't like huge open worlds, and that was an open world game that was like 10 to 20 hours, perfectly fine with that, but I would have liked to get into some tomfoolery here and there, you know what I'm saying? But listen, if y'all are going to redo it, if y'all going to just put it in a whole nother engine, make it better, please. Give us some campaign extension, give us a new campaign. I don't know, because the Master Chief Collection, this is similar, okay? That was an abomination as well at first, but it ended up being really, really good. So listen, please get this through. Please see this through 343. I know Xbox ain't having it, and maybe, just maybe, that some other studios might be developing other Halos. Maybe another studio develop a campaign for them, and 343 just does multiplayer, because the multiplayer is good. It just needs maybe some improvements and something more to go off of, but it's fun. It's free to play. It's fun, period. But I just want something good to come out of this for once. I'm tired of hearing about layoffs, and I'm tired of hearing about this stuff. So shout out to 343. I want y'all to do better. Please do better. This is Halo, baby. About the show, let's talk about the PSVR. So they spoke to Bloomberg, and well, it doesn't look good, because it's saying that they're reducing projections for as far as the PSVR2 goes. And this is coming from Bloomberg, and this, of course, was written up by Takashi Mochizuki. And it says, Sony Group Corp reduced projections for the initial launch of its PlayStation VR2 headset dramatically after early pre-orders disappointed, signaling little improvement for the hyped but unproven virtual reality sector. Now, over from GamesIndustry.biz, Christopher Dring, he also had to say, he said, to be clear, Sony outright told me we have not cut PlayStation VR 2 production numbers. There was no nuance in that. And then other industry heads came straight up to him and responded to this. And Paul Tassi, he said, the nuance would be that production numbers are not the same as sales forecasts, right? Tom Warren then said, indeed, it's clever wording, but it doesn't directly refute the Bloomberg report. Yep, of course, it doesn't directly refute it, and I want it to come out and be good, but it's $550. Some people probably just aren't down because it's $550, and it doesn't really come with anything. You got the controllers, you got the headset. $550 is more than the system. $550 adds up after taxes. It's still more than the system. So I just want Sony to focus on that. If that thing ever gets down to maybe $300 or something like that, or something, you want to just do that, fine, I'm down. But 550 ain't gonna get it. I want it to come out and do really, really well, and I'm hoping with 37 titles at launch, something like 31, 37 titles at launch, something like that. And so I'm really excited to see. I'm always excited for new tech to see where it goes, but I would really, really love a good sale on this, and it didn't even come out yet, but like I said, I would love a good sale because $550 is really, really steep. And I know what I'm asking because a lot of these other headsets cost even more. MetaQuest and stuff like that, they cost my bread, and I know VR costs money, but I'm just happy that the PSVR2 is coming out and technology is moving forward, and hopefully they get everything that they forecast and everything. You know, I want to see where a lot of IPs are going to go now that it's going to VR. This Horizon Call of the Mountain thing, I'm interested in seeing where it's going to go, because in VR, Horizon, that'll be really, really interesting. Alright, y'all, that's a wrap for today. Thank y'all so much for watching. Let me know what you think about everything down in the comments below. Do y'all plan on getting a PSVR2? Is it too expensive? And hopefully that those projections about as far as them not meeting expectations, hopefully that's not true. And let me know what you think about Tomb Raider most likely being owned by Amazon. That's really, really interesting. And all of these games getting delisted. So thank y'all so much for watching. But on your way out, hit that like button. If not, don't hit the dislike. Holla at your boy in those comments. Tell me what you disagree. And let me know how you feel. Let's have a healthy dialogue. Hit that red subscribe button if you're new, and hit that notification bell. Your boy posts Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. helping you get your workday started. Thank y'all so much for watching. Once again, this video is finito.